Hi, everyone, and welcome to our game of the week. Finally, it's here. The focus of the college football world right here on this field today, and we can't wait. Today, it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Akron Zips, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Syracuse will kick it off to get us underway. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. The Zips will begin with less than ideal field position off that poor return. And the focus, of course, on this quarterback, Kirk. This guy just has the it factor. He is him, as they say.
Well, Chris, we've had a chance to watch this guy closely all year, and I don't know if I've ever seen a kid throw the football like this guy. His awareness in and out of the pocket is special. He's a unique quarterback and a really dynamic player.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Stop short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks. That's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That's good for a first down near the 40.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Looking right. This one caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the Zips begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. Pass caught, second down now. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Good, a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And they'll use the ground game here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way up. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Akron.
Well, there's nothing more satisfying for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback that he can trust in these critical areas. Here you are, 3rd and goal. What do? Put the ball in the hands of that quarterback. Whether he runs it in or throws it, you know he's going to make the right decision. Found the matchup, made the throw, and you get a touchdown to open the game.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Syracuse's offense comes out for their first possession today. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it. And the gain is good enough for a first down near the 38. Syracuse lines up quickly. QB decides to keep it here. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
Pulls it in. It's Shaw. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Send the back in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Syracuse.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Extra point splits the uprights. Return starts from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the Akron offense back out there. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, drops back. It's a quick grab. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. That short completion sets up a 3rd down play. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
3 down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Zips pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Caught near the sideline. It's Hernandez. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, it's probing the secondary. Caught quickly. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. And the Zips come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. This is a long march now. Offense getting ready for play number 10. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Because I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The Zips hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Zips. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Syracuse lines up quickly. Back to throw. It's Henry. Running out of time in the pocket. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Orangeman. So after the momentum shifts, Kirk, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, don't I have that feeling that which quarterback's going to have the ball last? It's going to be the offense, and the guy that has a chance to win this game may be going back and forth all game.
Point after, up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The Zips offense comes back out onto the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. And they pick up the first on the ground. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Well, this guy did everything that he could to try to get to that first down marker. It looks like he's just going to be inches short, and it's decision time for the offensive coordinator and head coach.
They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here's a 1st and 10 play. And the single back takes the handoff.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
They'll run it here. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down. And the Zips are moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
Snags a quick throw. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And that gain will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36. The Zips come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And here's the handoff. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. And that run produces a decent gain. Here's the 2nd down play. Looking to pass this time. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
It's a draw play. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard. It'll be 4th down. And the Zips will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Receiver makes the catch into the end zone. Touchdown, Akron. Well, they slow the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. Syracuse lines up quickly.
So often we get caught up in the quarterback and the wide receivers and the skill in this game. This is another example of a nice job by the offensive line, giving the quarterback ample amount of time to be able to evaluate the defense and make a good throw. Good job up front by the big guys.
And at first down, they go right back to him. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now it's second down here. Dropping back, it's Henry. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The offense going with the hurry up. On first down, it's play action. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. No huddle now for the offense. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And he picks up the first down. Tackled at the 32. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. 7th play of the drive coming up. And looking to throw now on first down. Down he goes. A sack. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it second and long. Dropping back, it's Henry. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
He can't reach the goal line. They tackle him inside the 5. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. Oh, we've got a shootout here.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the returner will be brought down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Second down after that run on the previous play. comes up with the catch. Eventually they tackle him, but what a spin move to earn him the first down. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Just time enough for one more play in the half. First down, looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Zips will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down after a short gain there. Syracuse lines up quickly. Scanning the field. It's Henry. Receiver makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Here comes the up-tempo offense. The offense with some pre-snap motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. A quick juke. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Orangeman. That's another strike from his quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Akron offense back out on the field now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Gets rid of it on the move. That's caught. It's Hernandez. And he'll be brought down. Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. The ball is hauled in.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try at 5 or...
Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. It's a turnover. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Syracuse on the scoop and score.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out, and it gets him a touchdown.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Akron offense back out there. Looking to throw it on first down. On the run here. Lets it go. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33. The offense is set up with excellent field position. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He finds some space. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Syracuse lines up quickly. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Coming up, second down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Gain moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Zips offense comes back out onto the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And now the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The offense has been very efficient on 4th down so far. Let's see if they can make it 4 for 4 here. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down. And the Zips come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made down inside the 20. Touchdown, Zips. Just ran away from the defense. And now here comes the point after attempt. And it's up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Makes the score. Syracuse 38, Akron 27.
So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. Kept out of the end zone last time, had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. To the air. It's Henry. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. Syracuse lines up quickly.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. This Syracuse offense is quickly moving down the field. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. 1st down and 10 now.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
He's running out of time here. Hit just as he throws the ball. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Handoff here from the shotgun. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Tight end goes in motion. Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Orangeman. That's just been unstoppable. favorite receiver for yet another touchdown.
Man, that is another touchdown for this guy, and what's been very unique is they've moved him around. He's the left, and the right, outside, inside. Also, ability to get downfield and make a catch. You can catch it underneath. Just a total package, having a dream game.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Akron offense back out on the field now. Handoff to the back. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Looking to scramble. Catch made on the right side. He has first down yardage at the 46. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. He's escaping the pocket now. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. And as we wrap up the third quarter, let's check out the quarterback comparison. This has been a terrific duel. Both guys putting on a show so far today. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Finds his target.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. The Zips with first and 10 here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. There's a screen pass to the running back. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll hand it off. And the Zips looking to keep this drive moving.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Akron. They're set now to try the PAT. And he knocks it right through. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Syracuse, 45. Akron, 34.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line. Syracuse lines up quickly.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with a lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down and Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their bait.
Got him. He's sacked.
Chris, let's tip our cap to this quarterback. He has gotten hit. That's the 4th sack already in this football game. Now, he's thrown for a lot of yards, so it's been one of those cases where either our band is playing or your band is playing. One way or another, you're getting a lot of fireworks in this game.
Slides to avoid the big hit. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. To throw, it's Henry. He'll take a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Syracuse. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Here comes the Akron offense back out there. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The sure hands. It's Hernandez. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Running back has it on a screen now. He's found some room at the 45. They make the stop, but the screen pass fools the defense enough to pick up 1st down yardage. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. The shotgun handoff here.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half, and he's already at it again.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Zips.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
Syracuse, 52. Akron, 41.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Syracuse lines up quickly. Here comes a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Going to try to use his legs here. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the 1st down. Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here.
4th down.
And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Zips offense comes back out onto the field now. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Running back grabs it on a screen. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
This is good pressure by the defense, and it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Football comes out. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. The Zips line up on 1st and 10 now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Extending the play now. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And he's going to launch it deep again. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Akron.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point. You cover an onside kick. You never know.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Over the middle and incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 1st down here for this offense. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Showed off the stiff arm, but nowhere to go. He's held to a short gain. Syracuse will likely just try to run out the clock. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the defense stops the clock with a timeout. 24 seconds remaining.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense will spend a timeout here. Stop on the clock with 21 seconds remaining. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. You've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. And the freshman able to get home with the sack. Obviously, a high-scoring game, Kirk. They just couldn't match the other guys score for score, and they come up short.
Yeah, Chris, I think we knew coming into this when there'd be a lot of points scored. It would likely be a back-and-forth type of football game, and it certainly didn't disappoint. But ultimately, that defense just couldn't get the stops that they needed.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.